The proportion of one-person households in the nation reached a record high in 2023, driven primarily by rapid population aging and a growing trend among young people to delay marriage, according to Statistics Korea.
통계청은 급속한 인구 고령화 및 젊은층의 결혼 지연 추세로 인해 지난해 1인 가구가 국내 전체 가구에서 차지하는 비중이 역대 최대치를 기록했다고 밝혔습니다.
So more and more people living alone.
Yeah.
It feels like it's at the two ends of society. We're talking about younger adults and then older adults in particular. And it's up to 7.83 million. That was last year's. That accounts for 35.5% of all households in Korea, up by 1% from the year before. And it's the largest it's been since they started collecting data in 2015. Where do they live? Well, Gyeonggi province has the largest amount. 21.9% of the households there are single member. In Seoul, it's 20.8%. And when it comes to the reasons, well, the largest proportion, 31.9%, is the death of a spouse. That's why they're living alone. Coming up next is someone following academic or professional pursuits. That's at 22.4%. So it's people are studying, but also those who've lost their loved ones find themselves more isolated in 2024.
So as you said earlier on, we're looking at two different ends of the age spectrum here. So I guess the people who are living alone because of the death of their spouse are the more elderly people. And then people who are pursuing an academic or professional career would most likely be younger.
Exactly. And also I think we're seeing a growing trend of younger people leaving their parents' house and wanting to live alone, to have their own space, which is sort of going against what used to be the tradition of staying at home until you got married.
Exactly. Well, this increase in the proportion of one-person households was driven primarily by the rapid aging society. So let's look at primarily here.
Yes, you may have heard the term primary, meaning the first or the number one. I went to primary school and then secondary school. Primary was my first school. So primarily here is not quite first, but it's the biggest or the most important. So we're looking at what is driving this aging, what is driving one-person households. And the biggest reason, the biggest cause for that is rapid population aging and young people delaying marriage. So they are the most important reason or cause. Therefore, they are the primary cause, or they are primarily driving one-person households.
All right. In terms of the parts of speech here, primarily is an adverb. And primary, of course, is an adjective. And as you said earlier on, in England, we say primary school.
Yes.
Whereas in America, they say elementary school.
They do, yes.
초등학교를 영국에서는 primary school이라고 합니다. 근데 그때 primary는 형용사고요. primary는 부사예요. 그래서 이제 주로 뭐뭐 하다라는 뜻이 되겠습니다. 여기서는 이제 driven primarily by rapid population aging. 즉 이제 급속도로 고령화가 되고 있는 것이 원동력이 돼서 그게 어떻게 보면은 어떤 이제 큰 엔진처럼 동력이 돼서 1인 가구의 비중이 많이 올랐다. 이렇게 볼 수 있겠고요. There's a growing trend of people to delay marriage.
Yes, and a trend is something that's increasing in popularity, that people are liking more and more. If it's growing, it's increasing. So it's something increasing in its popularity. We have a growing trend for certain foods or for certain styles of shops or certain beauty products. In this case, it's a growing trend for one-person households, people choosing or having to live alone.
증가하는 추세. growing이라는 것은 자라나고 있다, 커지고 있다죠. 우리가 이제 아이들에 대해서도 my children are still growing. 아직도 키가 커가고 있는 그런 어린이들이다. 이런 의미가 될 텐데 we're not. We've stopped growing.
Well, we may be growing when it comes to education.
Oh, okay.
You can still grow your mind
But
soon.
not our height.
Well, no. I think we're shrinking, if anything.
Exactly. 그래서 그런 이제 키가 커지다의 의미도 있을 수 있어요. growing이라는 거는. 그 다음에 또 지금 얘기했듯이 intellectually we are still growing. 그러니까 뭐 이제 지적인 것은 언제나 더 커질 수 있죠. 성장할 수 있고. 그런 성장의 의미 말고도 여기서는 증가한다. 트렌드는 뭐 우리도 그냥 트렌드라고 하기도 하고요. 추세, 경향, 동향 이런 의미가 되겠죠. 그래서 젊은 사람들 사이에서는 결혼을 딜레이, 지연하는 것이 이제 더 많이 볼 수 있는 추세입니다. 그런 얘기를 하고 있어요. 자, 다시 한번 제가 첫 번째 헤드라인 읽어보겠습니다. The proportion of one-person households in the nation reached a record high in 2023, driven primarily by rapid population aging and a growing trend among young people to delay marriage, according to Statistics Korea. And let's move on to the next headline.